Alright, so yesterday one of my new neighbours started to talk to me. Lovely lady. And I sort of told her the story about how I ended up buying a boat at that marina. You know, specifically about the guy that was a bit sort of mean when I stayed in my van. Now obviously she's friends with him and friends with his wife, and they're all friends. But I did mention the YouTube video, because obviously that's part of the story as to why the other family on a boat found my YouTube video and then told me that there was a boat for sale. So I sort of thought I'd come clean a little bit and say, you know, that was why I ended up buying a boat. She's watched the YouTube video, I think. She's asked for a link to it, and I told her where to find it. And so once I got back into my boat after having that conversation, I sat down and I just thought, shit, what are there going to be repercussions to that? Because they were all my thoughts and feelings at the time, and I still, you know, that guy was being a dick. There was no doubt about it. But again, I'm not saying he is a dick, and I'm not saying he's a dick now, because I've literally just said hello to him this morning, and the others. But now I wonder if that might have stirred the pot a little bit. So now I kind of feel like I'm in a bit of a vulnerable position where I'm surrounded by people who probably don't like how I felt about them, even though they felt a certain way about me. And also, this could just be coincidence, right? But one of the neighbours gave me his Wi-Fi password the other day, which was so kind of him. But then I got back last night and the Wi-Fi disappeared. Now, whether he's having issues with his Wi-Fi, I don't know. I could be jumping to conclusions. But just maybe he's decided that I'm not letting that little bugger have my Wi-Fi password if that's what he thinks about us. Oh dear. Anyway, so I watched the video back just to check it, to see if I said anything harsh, and I didn't say anything too harsh. I was just talking about how they've all got cameras on their boats, and it screams of paranoia and stuff, which, you know, it kind of still does. It's not, I'm not being mean about that, but like, they've got a lot of cameras on there, and it puts me about a little bit, you know, especially having a child. Like, there's all them cameras pointing at her every time she walks up the jetty or whatever. But anyway, it's more than likely completely innocent, but it's just strange, isn't it? I don't think I've ever been so watched in my life, which is probably why I've turned out like I have. Maybe I should have been. Maybe somebody should have kept a closer eye on me. Oh dear. So it always seems like there's something. And maybe it's me. You know, people have said before, I hate drama. I really, really, really hate it. But it just seems to circulate around me, and maybe it is just me giving off this, come at me, come and get me, come and give me this, come and do this. But also, I guess, you know, that an element of drama is making this channel a little bit more interesting, because there's some things to talk about that probably boat owners and boat users don't talk about openly, and they talk about it amongst themselves, or maybe to some friends and not others. But I've been on Facebook and been online on narrowboat and canal user pages. There are, you know, there are snippets of bitchiness and things that you do and don't talk about and all that. So I'm just going to speak it. I'm just going to say what I feel. Don't mean to sound like somebody who's just saying, oh, I'm going to say it as it is. It's not really like that. I'm not just going to say something just for the sake of it. But it is a tight-knit community. This phone's good today. it is a tight-knit community, and within that community there's just a lot of stirring. But anyway, I'll keep you updated on that. I'll keep you updated on what's happened. It could be completely innocent. I could go back after work today and the Wi-Fi be reinstated and be wrong. I could go back and it could just say, well, I've turned it off because I don't want you to use it anymore because I've heard what you've been saying about me online. Even though I've not said anything about him, actually. I've not said anything aimed at anybody other than that one guy, which, for the record, because they may be watching this video, it's not. I don't have anything personal against him. He may be a nice guy, but at that time he wasn't nice, and in my opinion, he was unreasonable. But I also understand his point of view also, and I did have that conversation yesterday with somebody, but at the time he affected me, and he changed my emotions, and I don't like it when people are able to do that. So everything that I've said about that one guy is my opinion at the time, and in previous videos, in more recent videos, I've said, you know, he came to help me as soon as I moved onto the jetty, and came to help me try and fix my gearbox gear cable issue. So I've given a balanced review of him. I've said that, you know, when he's done something nice, I've mentioned that, but you know, there's no getting away from the fact that I cannot be mad about what he did, because it's his fault now that I own a boat. It's down to him. If he'd not moved me off, none of this would have happened. So I've got him to thank for that, really. If he'd not moved me on, I wouldn't have known that there was a boat for sale. Diane and Alan wouldn't have seen the video and wouldn't have been able to tell me that there was a boat for sale. It's down to him. I owe him all of this, all of the boat stuff. So, you know, there are positives, and like I say, if he came to help me fix my boat, and that's priceless, really. So anyway, I'm going to wrap this up because I'm now at work. Looking forward to a day on my uncomfortable chair. But anyway, I'll see you all soon. Thanks for watching this rant. Have a good day. Bye bye.